A good solid performance there by Arsenal, I thought, although I noticed this morning that Bill Shankly, the Liverpool manager, said that he thought that both the Arsenal goals were offside. That's something we must investigate now with the Arsenal skipper, Frank McLintock, and with Frank, of course, Jimmy Hill.
Well, in fact, what Bill Shankly says, Frank, I think you'll agree, is always entertaining, but it's not always accurate, as we'll see later on. But I want to ask you, first of all, about the Liverpool side. What about their challenge?
A very strong team. It surprised me, actually, because they've changed their team quite dramatically from last season, Jimmy. They've got people like Ronnie Yates and Ian St John and Tommy Lawrence out, and I'm surprised they're doing so well. But evidently, they must have found some good players, the centre-half and the Highway, and they seem to have settled into a very difficult side to beat.
Yeah. Well, I think we've talked enough about Liverpool. Now, what about this lovely London side, Arsenal, at the moment, second in the league, and the golden goal yesterday?
Well, we're playing. I think we're not playing just as well as we were, say, 3 or 4 weeks ago. But if you're going to try and win a championship or challenge for a championship, you'll have sticky spells, and sometimes you'll be a little bit lucky, and other times you'll probably be unlucky. Like I thought we were a few weeks ago against Crystal Palace. I thought we played well enough to win, and we didn't get the result, and we were a little bit disappointed. But
well, now, yesterday you didn't get the goal early on against his defence, but of course when you did get it, Bill Shankly said it was offside. We can now look and see exactly how it came about.
Well, the Arsenal forwards here do a lot of challenging here, putting the defence under pressure. I think that's John Samuels just wins the ball there to George Graham. George draws the man in, plays it to John Samuels, and a beautiful chip over his head, and you can see George is well onside, and he connects with a beautiful volley. And there's no chance of that ball being offside there, Jimmy, I don't think. No chance at all.
It's indicative, really, of the Arsenal method, the way in which you put defences under pressure to win the ball. I don't think sometimes the supporters really understand this, because they look upon you as a hard, grinding side, but you have to win it before you can play that kind of football.
Of course you do, and it's very difficult to keep this sort of tackles in. You know, if you're diving from one player to another, you have to get it done collectively by your forwards, or else you'll just get shattered after 20 minutes. And you can see just from that goal there was about 3 players involved there. There was Peter Storey, John Samuels and George Graham, and eventually we won the ball, a good 1-2, and it finished up with a goal.
The last one came from your own half of the field, the second goal, actually.
Yes.
A good goal, well worked?
Yes, I thought so. I thought there was a suspicion of it being offside, but after watching it, I don't think it was. George Armstrong just plays the ball in here. It's controlled well by George Graham.
Header.
You
can see that just on the edge of the frame of your picture, you can see there Kennedy, who is outside the 10-yard circle there and onside.
I think there's about a yard onside there, Jimmy, myself.
Look how well he beats the goalkeeper here on a sixpence. A lot of people blamed him for missing that goal, but I don't think they realised the difficulties he was under, because there was Lloyd watching him. Now, while Lloyd's watching the ball, Radford catches him out the same way.
Yes.
So that Kennedy was beating the goalkeeper and watching him and lost the ball. Lloyd got it. Then he was so busy watching the ball that he lost Radford, and that was the end of it. I feel that Arsenal's problems at the moment are that you can't find your best team. You've got so many good players, Frank, that wouldn't like to pick the best Arsenal 11 at the moment, and I think Bertie Mee's got a difficult job. Do you think that can be a disadvantage?
Not in the long run, I don't think, Jim. It can be until eventually they find the perfect blend, which must be there, I think. And it may just happen by accident. Maybe somebody gets injured and another player will come in, and it just might be the perfect blend.
I think one of the problems is that with young players in the side, like Kelly and Kennedy and things like that, they can't, because they've not been in the game that long, they can't produce consistent form. The crowd, I think, in view of what he's done, were a bit short-tempered with Kennedy yesterday. What do you think of him as a prospect?
I think he's a great player. For a defender, he's a wonderful man to find. If you ever look and you're struggling to find any player, Ray's always showing for the ball, shields the ball very well and lays it off. He's only 19, he's only been a professional, I think, about a year and a half, and I think he's going to get better and better. I think he's going to be one of the best centre-forwards in the country.
Well, it looks as if the best of Arsenal is yet to come.
I hope so, yes, I think so, Jim.
Is Frank McLintock going to be there then too?
Oh, I hope so, Jim. Getting on a bit now.